Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gon' stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yo. Tell them turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last one and a courtesy call. Hey, yo. Here comes the danger up in this club.
Okay. So some of my followers have asked me to make a response video to Raleigh's video, Let's Go, which is her response video to another YouTuber who had made a few videos of her. So let's see. Before I get started, I just want to let everybody know I'm not making this video to attack Raleigh. I'm not making this to be rude. I'm not making it to get people after me or draw attention or anything. This is strictly to correct some facts that she has misinformed some people on. So let's see. One of the things I start off with is because I feel this pretty deeply in myself. I saw a comment on Raleigh's video from a mother who was concerned about Raleigh's language in her videos and could no longer let her younger daughter watch the videos because of the language. Raleigh, you're trying to set an example, aren't you? A lot of your followers are younger than yourself, or younger than 15, 14, or even 13 years old. Some of them are too young to even be on social media. The least you can do is watch your filter and be careful about what comes out of your mouth. I understand you're mad, but that shouldn't be an excuse to let your younger followers see that language from somebody that they're calling their idol. So let's see. In the video I previously made, I clearly showed how the little S hackamore does have shanks and how it is a mechanical hackamore. It also shows how the hackamore activates when there is rain pressure applied. I will repeat it again in this video. The noseband is connected to the top part of the shank. The head stall part sits in the curve of the S shank, and your reins click to the bottom, and there is a curb chain underneath the curve in the S part of the shank. When you pull back on your reins, the noseband comes down from the shank pulling it, and the curb chain comes up from the shank pulling it upwards. That is a leverage hackamore, and it is a shank. Yeah, I also saw you made a comment in your video where it says your hackamore doesn't clamp down on the nose. Well, the reason your hackamore doesn't clamp down is because you don't have your curb chain placed correctly. Your curb chain is running through the holes that your reins go through, and when you're riding it would not just flop around because it would be activated by a shank. So yes, your curb chain is placed incorrectly, and it is just pretty much a ill-fitted or oddly made side pull of some sort. I'm trying to say these things and not sound rude or hateful or any sort of way. Some of it's going to come that way, I guess. You said in your video that it has a chain. It is called a curb chain because it is leverage, just like a curb bit has a curb chain because it is a leveraged bit. It has shanks. Your hackamore has a curb chain because it has shanks. That's basically it. I'm going to kind of go on a off-road here and talk about the other girl who made a video about you. I see some of her points in the video are actually correct, and there's some in there that shouldn't have been said whatsoever. I feel myself, since I have not actually watched videos of you riding that much, I have not really kept up with your Instagram page or your YouTube account. I am not going to say anything on your riding, your equitation, the way you work with your horses, the training styles, nothing. That is nowhere for me to speak. I haven't even seen half of what you do. But the thing I want to say is, I feel like she made the video not to get attention, but like many other people are kind of upset with the misinformation that you're leading others to believe. I feel like she made the video to correct the information, but did it in a manner that it should have been kind of filtered through to an extent of what she was talking about. I think your statement in your video, people who feel the need to post videos about other people to get attention are so completely jealous it's unbelievable. You made a video about her in response to it. You're kind of talking about yourself in this statement, whether you know it or not. So it also applies to me because I am making a video about you. I'm not jealous. I'm sorry, I'm not. I just feel that something needs to be corrected. You also said you had the integrity to not make a video. Also, you made one statement in your video that concerned me quite a bit. I don't believe younger followers should be believing this. You stated that your English hackamore is leather and lined with fleece, so that way it's not going to harm your horse. Any leveraged bit or hackamore of any sort can cause harm to your horse, whether it is padded with fleece and leather or not. In the wrong hands, your English hackamore can indeed cause harm to a horse's face, nerves, nose, anything. This one hit a little close to home to me. You said, I want to see her try to get on my horse after you've broken your leg, broken your ankle, everything like that. I myself know a lot of people who have hurt themselves, been hurt in accidents or anything, and continue to ride their horses. I myself have rode in a walking boot, a soft cast because of my shattered elbow, and a couple of broken ribs. I am currently riding right now with a damaged meniscus in my knee. I have a friend who got flipped over a fence and hung up in the saddle, who tore her ACL, her meniscus, and I guess a couple of tendons in her knee, and continued to ride through it, also competing. It's not completely abnormal to see, but I'm glad that you are pushing through it and being a strong equestrian. It's something that I like to see. Even though it could be dangerous, it's something that shows you have determination. The whole point of this video, honestly, is your information about the hackamores. I think you need to talk to an equine professional, a trainer, somebody who has experience with these hackamores, and ask them if it has a shank. They do have shanks. That's all I can say about it. The only thing I can say is the information that you're spreading about the hackamores and how they're designed, the way they work, and how dangerous they are or are not is wrong and false. And I think you need to take a step back and look at it and get it fixed. There are a lot of young followers out there, and I don't think that these followers should be taking the incorrect advice. Some of them could possibly go buy a little S-hack or an English hack and believe that it is softer than the rest because either it has no shanks or because it's padded and cause damage to their horse, or ruin some training and softness that their horse has. You are supposed to be an idol to your numerous followers, and I believe you need to check up on your information, the way you speak in your videos and your attitude, and fix it, because these youngsters are going to pick up on that, and that's not what we want in this world.